Okay, let's use the Grove OLED. And I'm just going to use the old Portenta code, which means you could grab it from the library, but I'm just going to grab it here. Slide on here. And right away, you should see that there's a library. I think strangely this library is called U8G2. So we're going to go to libraries. And if you're running the old Arduino IDE, which by the way I really like, you would go to Manage Libraries. Let's paste it in here. There it is, U8G2 by Oliver. Looks like it's installed and up to date. Okay, so here's the OLED IDE, and it comes with a connector. If you had the extension board for the xiao, by the way, I've taken off the camera just so you can see it. It would plug right in. There would be no robotics. It's super easy, super awesome, but means you have to have the connectors properly done. I prefer to not use connectors, to use the wires, because that's kind of the hard part of robotics. I'm trying to teach robotics. Anyway, what we have here is, I don't even know what's going on there. Here we go. SCL SDA 3v3 ground. Well, from our image of the xiao, there's 3v3 and ground. So super easy. What's this SDA SCL? It's called I2C. Super awesome way of communicating. Two wires. There we go. So the DA is 4, the CL is 5. Let's throw that in our code. The DA is D4. The CL is D5 on the xiao. XIAO. And part of me likes not telling the students, telling them that you've got to change it, but giving them the original Portenta code, because then they actually have to do something. They have to look here and go, oh yeah, SDA is A4, well, D4, whichever one. SCL is D5. So, first of all, let's see if the code goes. Got to plug her in. Reminders, sometimes you have to hold that little button when you plug it in. So it forces it into boot mode, especially when you're doing some complex stuff. But hopefully this isn't massively complex. And let's see if it compiles. I could pause. Why don't I pause and hook up the wires while it's thinking? Okay, that was quite a long compile. That U8 file is quite complex. Mm. So I hooked up the wires, and with the SDA and the SCL, I just put them in. I'm fairly sure it doesn't break it. The ground, 3v3 is super important. But here we go. It's saying, oh, my poor camera is not in good focus. Anyway, it's saying hello. It's making a circle, and it's throwing some random dots. Student's job would change the words, change the location, fill in. You see the box isn't properly filled in. These are just lines on the outer edge. Make it awesome. Let's have a look at the code. And what I want to do is I just want to prove my concept that you don't break anything typically with SCL and SCA when you hook them up wrong. Let's hook it in wrong. Nothing's happening. Let's switch back to right. Now there is a whole bunch of computery stuff, robotic stuff that you do not want to hook the wires up wrong. That's probably a good idea to actually get the wires in the right spots. Let's plug her in again. There we go. So let's have a look at the code. It includes that. It does some stuff that you have to do. Not really sure what's going on there. You definitely need that for this Grove OLED. You have to begin the UHE2. It's a graphics thing. Clear the buffer, set the font. These are other fonts you can try. Much more information there. And there's the random dots. You can kind of see the dots that are randomly moving. There's the lines that go 3/4 of the way around. There's a circle with a random radius. There's the hello world. Send buffer is super important. That sends it to the OLED. And then we've got the 1000 delay. That should be all you need. By the way, there's lots more you can do. Check out the explanations of it. There are a couple of things. But this is enough to get you started. Okay, have a good day.